What if you could rock out at a blues jam with confidence? Or be able to play with other musicians and demonstrate some serious blues guitar chops? Well, if either one of those sounds good to you, in this video I want to share with you some insider tips at how Eric Clapton does just that in his famous recording of Every Day I Have the Blues live at the Fillmore. Now, Eric Clapton didn't write this song, and neither did B.B. King, who has another great version of this song. It was actually written by the Sparks Brothers, Milton and Pinetop, and the first known recording of this dates all the way back to 1935. So it's been a classic for a while. In fact, it's something you can wake up every day and jam. I was playing it this morning before filming this lesson. So Eric Clapton's version is in the key of C, and he just uses 3 chords. It's a very simple chord progression. He's got a C7, and the way you can play that is just from the 5th string down, 3, 2, 3, 1. And then he also uses an F7, which is a bar chord here on the 1st fret, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1. And then a G7. And all you have to do is move that chord up 2 frets to get the G7. 3, 5, 3, 4, 3, 3. So we've got C7, F7, and G7. Those are the chords we're going to be using, and those are also known as the 1, the 4, and the 5 in the key of C. So if I had a C scale, you know, like a C blues scale, the 1 would be C, the 4 would be F, and the 5 would be G. Now, if you're not familiar with these fundamentals of the blues or playing your blues scale anywhere on the neck, then I want to give you a gift that's going to really help you out with that. And what it is my free blues scale PDF guide. Just go to johnmclennan.com/bluescales and you can download this right away. It's going to show you some fundamentals for playing in the style of Eric Clapton, Stevie Ray Vaughan, B.B. King, and all the old school blues masters. And again, it's completely for free. Just go to johnmclennan.com/bluescales and grab that now. So from there, we've got C7, F7, G7. We want to play a shuffle feel with this, and Clapton's version is like a medium up blues feel. It's going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I'm doing, and this is what I would play if I was playing it on one guitar or jamming with another guitar player or musician, I would play that C7 on the first beat, 1, and then on beat 2, I kind of just dropped my hand to get this cool percussive sound, which is almost like a snare drum from a drummer, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So I'm karate chopping away there on beats 2 and 4, 1, 2, and then on the and a 2, I hit it again. So it's like 1, 2, and 3, 4. Now, the main underlying rhythm for this is swing 8th notes. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And you've got this swing feel where you're taking one beat and you're chopping it into 2 parts. That's why we say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. But they're swung. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So I'm playing there, strumming the chord, then releasing, playing the backbeat slap, then on the and a 2, playing it again, then releasing, and then playing the backbeat slap on beat 4. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now, that slap is like muting the strings, but I'm using my pick. So it's not like, I said karate chop. It's not technically a karate chop. It's more of a strum and a mute at the same time, just to clarify that. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. But again, it does kind of look like a karate chop. So that's going to be our rhythm. And what you want to do is you want to apply that to all the chords. So we're going to go 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So did it 4 times there on C. Then I'll do it on F. Okay, so that's the F7. We'll do it 2 times there. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Then I'm going to go back to C7. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So that's 4 times on C, 2 times on F, 2 times on C7. This is all just fundamentals of the blues. Stuff that, you know, you want to know like the back of your hand. And then here we just finish it out with this simple. And I love this because it's literally, you know, there's not even like a turnaround chord in the last measure, which you hear blues sometimes do, like, right? And they go up to that 5 chord. But here it just stays on the 1. So it's going to end with 1 time on G, 1 time on F, and then 2 times on C. So that's the progression. Now I want to play through it one time, but let me make one last note. I like to kind of extend, you know, the B.B. King version, and depending upon what version, you might vary the rhythm a little bit, but for Eric Clapton's, I like to keep that second strum a little longer. So 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Okay, so instead of 1 and 2, and instead of real short like that, I'll keep the first one short and then the second one longer like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so here we go. I'll put it all together. Get set. I'll count us in. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the main progression for the entire song. That just goes over and over. And then Clapton plays all kinds of killer blues licks on top. And I'll give you an example of that. And I'm going to take little pieces of what Clapton's doing and the different versions that I've heard and primarily use, well, really, I'm just going to use notes that are in the blues scales. So check it out. Here's an example of soloing on top of that. 1, 2, 3. So simple, just using a couple notes there. And what I'm really basing that out of is a B.B. King sound where he would use the blues scale like this. And then Clapton would do things like that's how he gets out of it. He goes. That's just a great phrase there. So that's the 8th fret on the first string, and then walking down the blues scale, the minor blues scale, C minor blues scale. And then here, that's a little bit of the major blues scale mixed with the minor blues scale. That's sliding into the note E, then C, G, F, E. So that's kind of just a quick grace note there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then that's a great T-bone Walker chord. 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3. It's a tricky chord, but that's how you could end. So. So all of that is just simple blues fundamentals, things like the 1-4-5 and playing with a good swing feel. If you're confused with playing scales and licks like this anywhere on the fretboard and just want to get stronger at knowing these things that all the greats know, then go to johnmclennan.com/blues scales and grab my free blues scale guide. As always, hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to learn B.B. King's version, then check out this video next.